Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Carapax from Blue Beetle. And so here we have Carapax posing out of the packaging, and does he look impressive? Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Carapax does come with two very nice sets of hands. Other than that, he doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's move on to his details. Carapax is looking amazing here in action figure form, and for those of you who are unaware, this is his look from the Blue Beetle film. He looks very impressive, and I love the details that went into this figure. The head sculpt on Carapax is done very nicely. I love the detailing that McFarlane put into the head sculpt. The sunburst visor looks very impressive, and I love the shade of red that went for his armor. Sculpted panel lines and different pieces of armor do a really good job representing his helmet. His armor plating looks impressive, and all the panel lining that goes into it looks very great. Great line work and panel work does a good job of representing his suit of armor. He does have a few orange circles which are supposed to represent lights on his chest plate. His shoulder pads are nice and broad with that same sunburst on the front of his shoulder pads. And on the back, it's mostly this gunmetal, but it does have that same shade of red, which looks very good. We also do have two high points on his armor, which once again carry over that sunburst pattern. The sculpt work on his arms is phenomenal. We have some more armor plating, and we do have some variation on the colors. The bigger parts on his bicep are done in red, and the undersuit is done in this really nice gunmetal. His gauntlets have a lot of impressive detail, and I love the orange shade that went into the gauntlets representing some lights. And once again, the larger panels on the outside are done in red, and the inner parts are done in gunmetal. His waist is also done very nicely with that same shade of gunmetal and red going all the way around his waist. We do have some orange paint on his thighs, supposed to represent lights, but the sunburst is just not here on these parts. Just like with his arms, the outside plates of his armor are done in red, and his undersuit is supposed to be done in that same gunmetal. Continuing down his armor, his lower legs are done in that same shade of red. There is supposed to be painted detail on some of the inner parts, but on the left side we really don't get too much paint. And they did a really good job with his feet with that armor plating going all the way around, and we also do have some gunmetal on his toes. So overall, Carapax is done very nicely. McFarlane did a really good job of sculpting this figure. It's a very impressive suit of armor, and it looks fantastic. With his details out of the way, let's compare Carapax to the usual suspects. Here we have Carapax posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally we have Carapax posed next to the DC Multiverse Blue Beetle. A very nice set of armor that will tower over most of your collection. He scales wonderfully, and I absolutely love the way he looks with Blue Beetle. With his comparisons out of the way, let's move on to his articulation. Carapax has a ball joint in the head, barbell joint at his shoulder pads, arms go out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at his bicep and hinge and swivel at his elbow. Ball hinge in the wrist. Ball joints in his upper torso and in his lower torso. Legs kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. Double bend in his knee. Hinge at his ankle, forward facing pin for rocker ankle, and a toe hinge. So despite being a bigger figure, Carapax here moves pretty well. It's not the best articulation we've seen on a mega figure, but it's also not the worst. So with everything said and done about Carapax, let's get him posed for my final thoughts. The DC Multiverse Carapax is a very impressive figure, and I absolutely love the design of this character. The sunburst effects in his visor and several parts do a really good job of bringing out some character. Although the paint in some parts is a little bit sloppy and almost non-existent, it's still not enough for me to say this is a terrible figure. I am glad we got an alternate set of hands for him, but I would have also liked to see some weapons. One thing I absolutely love about his design is that you can throw him into other collections. Because he looks like a giant suit of armor or even a mech, he can actually be fudged into other collections you may have. So even if you're not a fan of the DC Multiverse line, you might pick up Carapax just because of the way he looks. Unfortunately, being a mega figure, he is going to run about $40, but the size given, I say it's really worth it along with the detailing. At the time I'm making this video, Carapax is available at stores like Walmart, Target, as well as other online retails. If you're a fan of the Blue Beetle movie or just want a really impressive mech in your collection, this is one figure I strongly recommend you pick up. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Multiverse videos and all my other McFarlane Toys videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragonites, coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.